Once again, this is brought to you by channel IHB1020. Hey man, this is something that was on my spirit. It's been on my spirit for some years. It's just a matter of how to break this shit down. Cause like I said, I know a lot of us we into entertainment. I know we know about this shit. But it's just like we on go. Like you know motherfuckers say we on go, we on go. They got us on go and we can't. It's like we can't stop doing the shit we doing. Even though we know this is the shit that's fucking us up. But have you ever considered those of you that watch Good Times, what that does to your subconscious? Have anybody ever considered the movie, the sitcom Good Times? If you millennials probably don't know, probably don't remember, but some of us can remember Good Times. You know, some of us right now today, like me, then went back and watched Good Times. But can you imagine what it does to you? Like, see, on Good Times, a lot of us not really paying attention, or maybe do. They never got a break. They never got a break. They were supposed to get a break with JJ because JJ had an artistic talent. But being in the hood, surrounded by pimps, tried to pill him, get him. Hustlers tried to get him, take his talent and take advantage of it. All type of shysters tried to get him. And he had a great talent, but he just never got a break. Their father, James, tried to get a break to get him out of the hood. He couldn't do it. He kept losing jobs and having problems at job. He couldn't do it. He kept getting promises of raises and everything. Can you imagine what that does to the subconscious? What it does to your mind, to your spirit? It's probably why a lot of us give up in the ghetto. And I'm not talking about us that didn't watched it. I'm talking about the children of us that grew up on that shit. That's feeding us. That's feeding the spirit. I'm talking about the children of the black woman that grew up watching Good Times. See, this is what y'all maybe not being told or forgetting. Just a minute ago, we had to call Hollywood out saying, motherfucker, why is it every movie y'all drop when it's, I guess, a scary movie or a murder movie, the black person is the first one to die? See, they stopped that. At one time, some of y'all don't remember, in these scary movies or murder movies, the black person was always the first one to die. And it was just yesterday. This wasn't that long ago. But we had to call them out on that, and they changed it. But I'm saying this to know. I'm saying this to get you to think, black woman. You have to realize without a doubt, they are purposely writing scripts to fuck with us, to hold us back, to put strongholds on us, to build doubt in us, to suffocate us, to do a whole lot of shit, bro. You got to realize this. These scripts that they are writing ain't just for play. This is what I'm gonna say to you, black women. Go do your research on love stories and the shit that the white one in Hollywood, the movies that Hollywood didn't drop. I'm talking the big blockbusters that reach more people than anybody, or the sitcoms, or whichever. When it's a woman, a white woman trying to find love, or find her man, or got a man. Pay attention to what Hollywood is saying she go through with that nigga. Then go to the black movies and pay attention to what Hollywood pictures paint what you going through with the black man. Them two different things. I guarantee you. Like with the white man, it's like he won't grow up. With the black man, it's like he won't stop cheating. They are purposely, this is something y'all got, this black woman, you got to pull back and realize. They are purposely writing scripts on purpose, knowing it's going into the subconscious, knowing it's gonna fuck you up. And then when you have these children, the children coming out fucked up. And we wonder why our children are fucked up. We wonder, like I said, I use an example, we wonder why you can put a Superman in front of your son, or the Black Panther in front of your son. And they most likely he's gonna say Superman is the strongest, more powerful, the fastest, or whatever the fuck. Again, I'm gonna give you the same example. Just a minute ago, we caught them, who knows how long it took us, probably about 10, 15 years, every scary movie or murder movie, the black person, whether it was a female or a male, was the first person to die in these movies. You think that was on hapsay? No, they was doing it on purpose. So knowing this, we just ain't caught them on the new shit. Knowing this what's wrong with they didn't put that lamb shit in us, that forgive, turn the other cheek, that religious bullshit in us. We the type that we'll forgive quick. All we want you to do is apologize and okay, we'll forgive you. Shit, you think the Jews gonna forgive the Germans? They don't give a fuck. Nigga, you can't apologize to me for 1,000,000,000 years for what you done to my ancestors. Just think about it. Here's something for you to think about, black woman. We can't forgive you. This is what the Jews saying to the Germans. Nigga, look what y'all stacked my ancestors up like that and sent them through these chambers, gas chambers, and threw them in ditches like they weren't shit. If we forget y'all, guess what we saying? Fuck our ancestors and what they went through. So what I'm saying to you, black woman, who's gonna speak for the babies that was snatched out of the black woman's stomach and head was banged against the wall, banged against a tree when we first hit the shores of America? Or West Indies, whatever you want to call this shit. Who's going to speak? Who's going to be that voice? Who's going to be the voice of the mother who had her baby snatched out? Who's going to be the voice of the women who had to get raped, deal with all the bullshit they had to deal with in captivity? Who's going to be their voice? Or we just going to just turn our cheek and just say fuck it and what they went through? Because I'm trying to give y'all an example. The Jews is not going to forget. Because them was their ancestors. Them was their mothers and fathers. Them was their brothers and sisters. And you trying to tell me we gonna forget y'all? We gonna forget what y'all done? And we gonna keep, see the Jews, they keep replaying, they in control of this shit. We ain't gonna let you tell the story. We're gonna tell the story. We're gonna invest our money, put our money together to tell a story to make sure you don't forget, but most of all, our fucking children don't forget. And this is what happened when we integrated. We allowed them to begin telling the story. Just think about it, black woman. Who's going to be the fucking voice of all the niggas who died on them ships? Who's going to be their voice of all the niggas who had to maybe jump off them motherfucking ships? Who's going to be their voice? This is what happened with integration. That's why I'm so fucked up with the church. Because nigga, you know what's going on. So why would you help? Why would you assist in not only integrating, but sexualizing the black woman? Not only sexualizing the black woman, but also the masjid too. So when I say the church, do you understand? I'm talking about the masjid. I just never say the masjid. I'm talking about the Islam too. Propagating against the black men in the streets that's trying to get theirs, man. Trying to figure out a way to come out of this shit. The same way when a nigga was in captivity, what they call slavery, nigga was trying to figure out a way to go to the north, even though I said it, and this is real true, the north was on some finesse pimp shit, the white men. And the south was on some gorilla pimp shit, nigga, you a nigga. So fuck you. And this is what it is. And if you ain't gonna abide by these rules, we got something for you. But again, who's gonna be the voice of all those that really suffer? And what are we saying if we forgive? I ain't saying let's tear this motherfucker up, but I'm just saying, let us tell the story. We gotta tell, that's what I'm trying to say. In the church, they don't, Islam, same thing, they don't want you to talk. Because they know you will tell the story. You will tell the truth. I don't give a, sooner or later, you're gonna spring up, a Ida B. Wells or a Nina Simone gonna pop up. Sooner or later, you're gonna get to tell him the truth. Like, was it Surgery on the Truth that stood up? And just pay attention to what she was saying. I just dropped the video. I might be in a race. Pay attention to what she was saying. She lifted up her breast and said, hey, am I not a motherfucking woman? I think the woman even said I had 9 motherfucking kids, and not one of my kids I got to breastfeed. Just think about that, black woman. But I breastfed all y'all children. Just think about that, black woman. Who's gonna speak for them that was robbed? Who's gonna speak for them? The children that has been robbed of being breastfed during what they call slavery. Who's going to speak? Are we just going to just say, fuck this shit? Or are you going to talk to your children and tell them the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to make sure they don't forget?